Turn it off. Yeah, just unmute the mic and go.
Camera one. Maitland! Paul! Paul! Come here! Okay.
No shooting in now. Yeah, what the one who been set earlier with the big right now.
All right, okay. No, everything is shut down, but it come back up. Yeah.
You can't make that one a big.
Yeah, me just got to ball by ball.
Go to the other tab. There's another tab that shows the big screen. The last one in the list. The tab up here. Yeah, just change the match ID to 912.
Match ID. You can go and film. I mean. Say okay. Enter. Boom, boom, boom. 912. Enter. Okay, here it is. YT.
bowler named Hardy. Hardy. Thank you.
Smaller. Watch live. Okay, so it's this one. 6 says no, not that one. YGCA. YGCA and what the hell is this one I play? No, that's at MAQ Stadium. Broward Stadium at 5. Okay, YGCA.
This is US Open Academy.
And US Open Academy. Right, so it's YGCA. Okay. Pranav. Yeah, Pranav and Adi. Here, look at this smaller now.
Third match is here.
Yeah.
So, alright, guys, we're here in our third match of the day. YGCA versus the US Open Academy. And we represent as YT for now, 15 without loss, 1.5 overs bowled. Pranav is the bowler. Dead ball signal here by the umpire. It's been a day full of fun, full of excitement. These young cricketers are very energized. As we saw earlier this morning, the big smile, the wide grin, just that happy feeling of just being here at this stadium, state of the art, here in Broward Regional Stadium. World class, World Cup, international cricket, you name it, played here. A lot of international stars would have left their footprint here. And here we are with the US National Championship under 13 and under 16 being played here. And one thing I can tell you for sure, these kids are enjoying it. They're having the time of their life. Score is 17 for none. No wicket down, 17 runs on the board. 2.1 over being bowled. Alright guys, welcome to Cricket, Lovely Cricket. Beautiful shot here through the cover, and that one played with grace. That's a beautiful stroke there from the player. So (21) without loss.
How you get the screen to be smaller?
What a pull!
So you can see
One is pulled through to mid wicket.
Right now, it's,
beating the fielder there on the mid wicket boundary and into the boundary for 4 runs. So Pranav, he moves quickly to 8 off 3 deliveries.
See everything. Yeah, but how to make it smaller?
So it's cricket, lovely cricket here
So
at the
if
Broward
you press
Regional
F11,
Park
it becomes small. If you press F11, it becomes
Stadium.
big. Okay.
Well bowled, beautiful delivery there. There's the bowler.
New baller out of bars. Okay.
All right. I'll just wait till you come. I'll just work with it until you come.
So US Open Academy, they're on the field of play, led by Rajesh Sharma, coach of the team. We have Batting first is the YGCA, so Young Genius Cricketers Academy. They're going up against the US Open Academy, basically. So we have the evening packed with excitement as these young cricketers display their talent here right before us at the Broward Regional Stadium, Lauderhill. And if you're home and you can't make it here, check us out on MAQ TV. So Young Genius Cricketers Academy doing quite well, 27 without loss.
I don't have it too much on me.
Adi is 11 from 15. Pranav 10 from 5. Seems to be the most aggressive of both. So one is played down to short, mid off. No run. That's a beautiful on drive out to mid wicket area. Takes a whip off the leg. Taking the total up to 28 without loss. Mr. Tucker coming to the final match of the day. What would you say have been the most impressive so far? Well bowled here, beautiful delivery.
Well, so far, what I see very impressive is that ball was a very good ball, even though the batter played across the line, but it just dropped on leg stump and just tailed back into center stump. That was a very good ball. So far, for the question that you asked, looking at the four teams that played earlier, and I could see the two teams that won their game is like, I would still think that Rajasthan Royal is more together team, but again, there's you could pick out quite a few of the youngsters who you can see that they're a little advanced than some. But again, because they're youth, it's like they have a long way to go.
Well, you're definitely right about that. We're here, the under 13 to the under 16, and we have definitely seen a bunch of talented young cricketers here for this weekend. So we're definitely gonna be in for a thriller.
Wow.
Is this given?
What a way to get it
yes,
out.
it is given out.
So you can't really follow. It's because it's the same thing that's showing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, there's the other team.
You don't need it because it shows the total batsman and the bowler.
Yeah, but okay, it's still not over here. The other team. You got YT.
Confirming that was a wide with a run out.
Yeah, you got a YT, but it's like I'd have to go on my phone to see the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you want to look at the whole screen. That's fine.
Okay, so US Open Academy. You want to leave it at that? Or you go
No,
back
because
to
we have it. You get the team now, man.
So go back to. You go back to the other
Yeah,
one.
man, we get the team now. Young Genius
This-
Cricketer Academy. World screen, but you know.
Just press F11.
I press F11, it didn't move. You say F, right? Oh, okay. F11. Okay. All right.
So
Yeah, Michael. Please, Michael. Off. Yeah, give me a minute there.
okay, so we're here again, you know, at the Broward Regional Stadium, and this entire weekend we'll have cricket, youth cricket, under 13 cricket, under 16 cricket. If you're out there and you have a son or just someone, a child you know that love cricket and is within that age group, you could bring them out. Definitely we could fit them also in a team here, because that's what this tournament is about, to showcase the talent. Even though win is important, it's not just showcase their talent and learn what it is to be mentally, physically ready for this game called cricket. So this afternoon we are basically in our third match, and we have the Young Genius Cricketer Academy batting. They're 29 for 2. The US Open Academy, they're bowling. We have had 2 excited games earlier. Rajasthan Royals, they had taken the previous game. Their youngster displayed some very good cricketing skill earlier. They chased 126 made by the Sixers, and they got it pretty easily with over 2 overs to spare. So they're playing 20 over affair here. Now it's Young Genius Academy, 32 for 2 in 4.4 overs. Beautiful shot, way out to the cover boundary. Gavin is the bowler. Gavin is definitely giving the ball some air, inviting the batsman to go for his stroke. 5 overs of the 20 allotted overs. It's a 20 over affair. Abbas is going to continue from the northern end. He conceded 3 runs from his 1 over. He got a wicket. Definitely would want to continue with him. So far, I can tell you that these kids are definitely enjoying themselves. As I said, this is the 3rd game of the tournament. Wide delivery. wide again, just on the other side of the wicket. So way outside the off stump. Abbas having a bit of struggle finding his line and length.
Yeah. Hold on a minute here. Okay, we have some discussion. Tomorrow evening, you available? What we
Yeah, we're available till like 4 or 7 o'clock.
is because they are trying to show what they call it now. Anyway, the bottom line is tomorrow we were supposed to do just the first game. We have a night cricket. Now they begin Paul for us to at least find one person to stay and do the game then. Now I didn't know whether or not you have to go to work.
Yeah,
so
we have
I was
to work
saying
7,
if
yeah, they pass 4 o'clock. Yeah, so.
okay, and so you could do the second game.
Yeah.
You could do the second game. It's like Paul could talk to them and what about Sunday? The same thing.
Same thing.
Okay, so Sunday, we could do the first game and the second game. I don't know what kind of arrangement you and Mark have, but for that, Paul would talk to them and let them know that okay, they need to we need to get some money for you to be there at that time. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what kind of arrangement.
No, man, I'm not arrangements. Just
Okay.
come and help out.
All right. You and Mark do that, but at the same time, we never ask you to be here, so we want to make sure that it's not a big thing. It's like when you leave, you have something to get.
Get them what?
Yeah.
So,
So all right, let me go ahead
so
and
I have to leave at least by 4:30.
all right, yeah. Mike is up.
So beautiful shot there, guys. So it's 48 for 2. The Young Genius Cricketers Academy doing quite well. They're getting runs on the board, just losing 2 wickets. So it's 48 for 2. 5.3 overs in bowl. US Open Academy. With Abbas bowling, 19 runs for 1 wicket. It's proven to be very expensive now. Bowling a lot of wides. Just wish someone would go over, have a word with him. He's a youngster. Just try to get that discipline, pitching the ball just on and about middle and half. $51 for 2 is the score. Delivery to go in the 6th over. One is played down to third man. No ball base. Full over pitch if you ask me. High toss, not full toss. So this is a very long over here from Arbaz. On the board it's saying 1.5 overs, but he has bowled too many. Deliveries. Long over here. after this over, definitely the captain probably consider pulling Arbaz, despite he getting a wicket. He's going to prove very expensive wicket.
He's bowling his second over, 1 for 24. And it looked like the batter really want to get him off. He charged him just a minute ago.
Well, he only conceded 3 runs in his first over. So
in his first over.
3 for 1. You thought he was.
So is this his second over?
Yeah, a very long over. Yeah.
That's look like it's about 10 balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wide. Oh my G.
It's a very tough one for a youngster. Definitely would have coach having a long talk with him later tonight.
Well, you know, Ian, something like this at a young age, something like this also helps your career, because you will always think about it, and when you're going to bowl, it's like you're thinking, okay, I would never ever bowl an over like this again.
He's going to remember it, and
yeah,
his peers not going to let him forget it. Even though it's this young and this tender age, you know, they're going to be talking about it this afternoon, I bet you.
And I hope he don't use this over to as a down. He need to use it as an up.
If he has a good coach, you know, he should not look at it in a negative way. But it's a learning process, and he has a far way to go.
Yeah, that left hand, that's St. Catherine. What a beautiful shot.
True cover. Even though the fielder throwing himself across the field trying to stop that one, run all the way into the boundary. It's a beautiful shot there from Arav. He just walked to the crease a few deliveries ago, and that was a masterpiece of a stroke.
Sometimes when you see these players make shots like those, it's like you're just looking ahead and just saying, I just wonder 5 years from now, seeing this same guy batting, is like, he said, wow, I remember when he played that strokes, and now he's playing them even better.
It's a good thing when you're able to come out and watch these youngsters at this tender age. You know, you see them with all these flaws, but later on you're gonna see the gem of a batsman. You know, we definitely gonna see some of these players going on to represent the USA.
This young cricketer, I mean, he can't be more than 10.
The bowler?
Yeah.
He looks like he's pretty much
still
a baby.
He's getting the ball up there. He's getting the ball up there, and you can tell that.
When I just came to South Florida and I saw young Adam Khan.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful hit again down the ground by Ranveer. When he started to 20 of just 15 deliveries, and the total goes up to 64 for 2. So Young Genius Cricketers Academy is going quite well, almost halfway mark, just 7 overs been bowled, 64 runs on the board. US Open.
New bowler, YGCA.
So, just as I would have suggested a change of bowler. Yes. So I think we have a new bowler in, U16, who's coming in to replace Arbaz, who went for over 20 runs in his second over. A lot of those being wide deliveries. Definitely a lot of work to be done there by the US Open coach. Sharma. Definitely a lot of work to be done there by the US Open coach. What a beautiful shot here going down to the mid-on area. Just a single. Total goes up to 65 for 2.
What is your take, Ian, on the cricket they're playing now, where I would say that left-hander is taking over, both batting and bowling? What is your take on that? I know we are right-handed, so it's like some right-hander would have an issue even talking about it. But it's like if you're speaking from what you're looking at, then you would at least, wow.
I think what most teams doing these days is have a mix of left hand, right hand combination, which disrupt the whole bowling. You know, this is a short version, seems to be the most excited of the game, the T20 version. And if you could have that combination, then that could spell trouble for a bowler, because every single delivery he has to think about it again. He probably was hitting the marker just outside the off stump to the right hander. Then here comes a left hander. So it allows that extra bit of thinking and may just present a little advantage. And I think that's what the teams are all about, is trying to have that mix. It's not that you probably have predominantly more left-handers than right-handers. I would still believe that there are a lot more right-handers than left-handers, but a team is looking for that mix, and that may just be the difference.
Yeah, because, I mean, cricket has changed over the years. Change in the way of, there's, back in your days, it's like you bowl to a bowler and he will stay between leg stump and mid stump and play the ball. It doesn't matter what, that's where they would stand up and play. Now, it's like you running in, and when you reach close to the stumps, you're looking at all 3 stumps, and the batter is outside the off stump waiting for you to bowl. And it's like, you know, actually, I most want to stop if you're not thinking. But that's how the cricket is playing now. You remember the days when if you make a shot from outside the off stump to square leg, it's like the coach would almost want to take you off the field. What are you doing? What are you doing? You need to play. You need to play in the field. Cricket past that now. It's like, I could remember when Viv Richards was just coming, and England didn't want Viv Richards until, I think it was Hampshire he went to play for, and he took him because, as we know, Viv Richards hit across the line almost every other ball. The thing about Vivian Richards, though, when he hit across the line, the ball ended up in the boundary. So it's like, after England realized that, but this is what we need. We need people to hit 4s and 6s. We don't care if you play straight or what. We need you to hit 4s and 6s. And when Viv go to England, that's when they realized that we did the right thing. This man plays across the line, but it's like he been making a lot of runs.
Alright, so I think a lot of things have changed even since Vivian Richards' time. I know he is a class by himself. You know, the way he plays, his delivery, he still plays with a straight bat. If you, you know, he's playing across the line, but the bat is coming straight at the ball.
Yeah.
And he managed to do what he do exceptionally well. Today, what have changed is the format of the game. T20 have changed everything. And in the T20 format, we realize that the score that they are putting on the board in a T20 match was what we used to get in a 50 over.
Yeah, that's right.
So these young cricketers, they show far more aggression. You know, they also have created a different style of batting, meaning they are sweeping from way outside of the off stump, getting into the leg stump. They're turning around and doing a reverse of a sweep.
Yeah.
And all of these, a scoop shot, we never see those before.
No.
But it is trying to get as much runs shot to play. We see they're playing a scoop shot off a pace bowler coming in at 100 miles an hour. They're trying to play a scoop. You know, before, you never see those type of cricket. So the format have definitely affected the way we're seeing the players. Now everybody's going across the line.
Yeah. And you go across the line and get out, it's like it looks so terrible. They don't get out. They make connection. And because the ball, especially coming so fast, it's either go for 6, or if someone is on the boundary, they would take that catch. But most of the time, it will go for 6 or 1 bounce in the fence for 4.
These days, I feel it as a bowler. I feel it for some of the bowlers. Because they bowl some beautiful deliveries just to see them going over the boundary. And when you look at the shot that the player plays, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
What just happened? You know? So it's a format. And I think the T20 bring a lot of excitement. You know, it's not loved by those who used to play the gentleman game. You know, would have played the ball where it's coming from, through the V, so forth. You know, this shorter version have definitely affected cricket on a whole. We have seen it have affected the test play nation. A lot of the players, they don't want to play test match anymore. 5 days they'll be playing 5 different match, 5 different tournament, 5 different money.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot have changed in the cricket, and it's hard for a coach now to coach even these youngsters. It's a beautiful shot over cover. This one should run pretty close to the boundary, get straight into the boundary. So Arav doing a good job here. I should say Ranveer, he is 22 from 20. Arav,
as the score reach,
still not halfway there as yet, just a few deliveries shy of the 10th over. Another beautiful shot into the cover. This time it's picked up from the youngster who is right out there patrolling the circle. Take their total up to 81 for 2. Back to you, Mr. Chopper.
yeah, it's just wow. This ball is keeping a little low. That was hit back real hard, but for some reason the bowler didn't stop the ball. I think the ball stopped the bowler. That was hit with some venom there.
And Yusha seems to need some form of a medical assistance, and we can see the umpires calling him.
But is it that the batsman need the medical attention?
Batsman is going off, so something happened.
Yeah, we haven't sure what happened as yet. I heard they called on the radio that some medical attention, but I think it's just water break, because the bowler seems to be good. The batters are having a water break. The coaches are coming on. So we're not sure what happened there. It's like the bowler doesn't seem like he's hurt. I think it's just water break. Even though it's 9.4 overs been bowled.
Youngsters are thirsty. You know what? Give them a break. So if you're just joining us, we have the Young Genius Cricketers Academy, and they're going up against the US Open Academy. The Young Genius Cricketers Academy, they decided on batting first, and at this point they're 81 for 2 after 9.4 overs, going quite well. Just losing just about 2 wickets. Seems like they may be the one to post the biggest total of the tournament. Earlier we have the Sixers posted 126, which was knocked off by the still was trying to figure out what happened out there.
Yeah, in the middle of the over. That's how much the cricket is changing.
I don't know what happened there. I think we are trying to figure it out. The batsmen still remain on the field. The bowler still on the field. The only person leaving the field is the coaches.
Yeah.
So, Rajasthan Royals, they won their game by about 6 wickets. They got the total 126 with at least 2 overs to spare. These young genius here, it seems to want to post the biggest total so far. Halfway, and they're 81 for 2.
Yeah, they're looking good to do that. And they're batting, it seems to be batting very responsible.
Ranveer, he's on 29 from just 23 deliveries. Arav, 12 from 16, putting together a decent partnership here.
It's the end of the 10th over. Now we are halfway, 82-42. And this is the young genius
Cricketers Academy
going up against US Open Academy. We are here at the Broward County Stadium. This is MAQ TV. And this is the USA National Youth Championship under 16. This has been going on since early this morning, and it will continue tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday. So it's a lot of cricket we'll be playing this weekend. Lots of cricket this weekend. 82-42, Young Genius. So it's a change of bowling. It's Chauvet. I hope I call that correct. Chauvet. He'll be bowling from the southern end. That one was played in the covers. Cover point area. There's a fielder on the boundary, and they cross for a comfortable single. Score moves up by 1, 83-42. Ranveer is on 29, and Evrav is on 13. That should be, let's see what the umpire signaled, a no ball. That's a no ball. I guess that drops off the wicket. So umpire Charlie Javed signaled in a no ball and also a free hit. And it should be still a free hit. Signals are wide. That's a better ball, and it was hit over backward point. They get one. They're coming back for the second. There's a fielder there, and they shy send it into the bowler's end. It was backed up. That should be a wide again signal by the umpire. '89 for 2, Young Genius. That's a better ball, and it was hit in the covers. The fielder in the covers just stopped it just for a little. Or I could say he fumbled, but he was backed up by the wide long off who comes around and fields. They cross for a single. The score moves to 90 for 2. Shavraim is the bowler. It should be the, let's see, is it the end of the over? No, we still got, yes, it's the end of the over, 91 for 2. So he had bowled 3 wides. So it's Young Genius 91 for 2. Average on 14 and run V is on 33. 11 overs had complete. The new bowler is Ayan. And he will be bowling from the northern end. It was a short ball. It was punched down to long off. These are some of the youngsters who is the under 13. These are the youngsters that we will be seeing in the short. The fielder comes around from long off. They cross for a comfortable single. Score moves up by 1. Run rate on 24. And that he could be out. Now 4. His judgment was a little too, was off. Here he goes again. Now one plays in the backward point area. They get 1. Was fielded and sent back to the keeper. Ayan is He's doing a pretty good job here. While the score moves up to 98 for 2, Young Genius. Aravs is on 15. Ranveer is on 39. It's a loud appeal, but you can hear two sound. Baton pad, it's the end of the over, 98 for 2. Arav is on 15. Ranveer is on 39. Young Genius is 98 for 2. They're in the 12th over. So the new bowler is Wali Khan. Down the leg. Umpire signals are wide. That one was bowled and he plays it back to the bowler who's half stop it and was backed up by the cover fielder. Score remains at 99 for 2. That one was just turned to the onside. The bowler runs around and they be getting a thing. No, they were thinking about a second run from the overthrow, but then they go against it. And that's 3 figures there for Young Genius, 100 for 2 after 12.2 overs. Down the leg, batsman plays and miss. And it runs in the fence for 4. That one was played in the covers. There's a man down there at the long off. Send the throw back into the bowler. The score moves up by 1. 106 for 2. Young Genius. The bowler is Wali Khan. And that could go all the way. All the way in the hands of the fielder on the long on boundary. He took the catch. And so Ranveer has been out caught for 40. The score is now 106 for 3. 106 for 3. It was a good knock there by Ranveer. 40 from 34 balls. So the score is now 106 Young Genius TV. This is the US Open. This is the USA National Youth Championship under 16 and under 13. Played here at the beautiful Broward Stadium in the city of Lauderhill. Again, I must say a big hello to 007. And it's Wally will continue. The new batter is Rishi. Wally operating from the southern end. That should be a wide. We'll wait for the umpire to signal. I know at the end of this this day, I'm not gonna say
what
the game,
you're gonna say.
is that Charlie will get some very valuable exercise.
I thought you were gonna say wide will be the stop score.
No,
Top scorer.
no, I won't say that
I think
because
it may be.
it's possible, but it's these young kids under 13, under 16. They're trying to make a mark in the cricketing world, so I won't highlight that too much. But Ian will continue from the northern end.
That is young Croatia.
That's yeah.
I think it is. So who we have out there is Ian, who father would be the visionary behind this tournament. If I'm not wrong, that's Ian. He's quite a talent, not just with the cricket bat. Plays tennis. You see him with basketball. You see him with fast cars.
Yeah.
You see him with everything. You know. He's quite an athlete.
And he's bowling and some length there. I mean, and you can tell that it seems like you want to be a pace bowler.
You look at him; he's full of energy.
And is pitching the ball pretty much up. Long off. The youngster went over. What's his number? And his number 6. He went over and he dives, but get an hand to it, but were unable to stop it from going to the fence for 4. The score moves to 114 for 3. That was played in the covers. The fielder there who stopped it and save all the run that the batter would think he would be getting. Wow, that's a good shot. And that could run away to the fence. If there's a fielder,
Make it.
he runs around, but he beats him in the fence for 4. As the score moves on to 118 for 3. They're in the 14th over. Ian, you had mentioned earlier that this could be the highest score for the day because of the way they were.
Yeah, definitely, they looked poised to make at least 140, and they definitely progressing along the way. Current run rate is like 8.7.
The projected score is 174.
Right, so there you go. But they have lost the wicket. So we'll see if this middle order is able to carry on the same run rate.
There goes another 4.
Very expensive over
So-
thus far.
The run rate is stepping up. So the way it looks now, it looks like that 174 is very reachable.
And he's having an expensive over here. It's going out to over the cover. Looks like shy off the boundary here.
So
3 for 3.
will we be getting some light for this game?
The way it's looking like, we definitely will have to play under the light, or else we are coming back tomorrow for the second half of it.
With the shadows that is coming across, it really looks like light will be possible, but you never know. Young Genius may bowl out US Open Academy for 3. Young Genius. And you got Raj, and he will be bowling from the clubhouse end, which is the south end.
Sure, she's a female. And that's the fun about this tournament.
Okay, let me
Sarah.
take that back.
She looks quite well.
Yeah, it looks like the West Indies may want to steal him from the US to play for the West Indies there.
I think she looks more like the Indian. They may take her over to India. But anyway, guys, that's the fun about this tournament here. It allows all gender to play and play together. It's shaping cricket in the USA. It's looking good for the future, this tournament here in the US National Championship under 13, under 16. You know, giving these kids the platform, the field to showcase their talent.
Ian, have you ever bowled to a female?
No, unless it was probably like my sister, we playing backyard cricket. But to actually bowl to a female in a match, no, I've not done that. As a matter of fact, you know, that was not prevalent in Jamaica during our days. You know, you would probably be considered cruel to even bowl at pace to a female then. But
Well-
now they're batting at a different level.
Well, I would tell you that I did that, and it's like that is one of the ball that I would never forget in my life. I mean, there was this female player that played for Jamaica, Vivian Latti Scott, and she was one of Jamaica main cricketer at that time. She plays with the men, she plays with everybody, and it's like in those days of maybe about 19 at that time. I was living in Kingston. I was working at Sheraton in those days, and we were playing hotel cricket. And I can remember we were playing at Police Officers Club, and I got him out. I could remember even Lawrence was there with his Volvo. Yeah, Lawrence was there with his Volvo. At that time, he was working at.
And you bowled the lady?
And I bowled the lady, and let me
Why
tell
did
you,
you do that?
it was a big ball, and it was a big bat, and it's like everybody was surprised. I bowled it. It was in those days. It was like bowling Brian Lara.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like bowling Brian Lara. It's like if you look at Stephanie Taylor now. Stephanie Taylor is a big bat, and you may think that okay, if you're bowling to her, you're gonna underarm because you wouldn't want to hurt her. But it's like we're talking about a female who play international cricket.
So she give you a pull shot.
Yes.
Go shorter. It's fun, but it is good to see where cricket has come over the years, evolved in both male and female version, World Cup for both. It's really a good thing, good look. So if my daughter chooses to play cricket, she can. That's good.
And one may think that because it's female, yes, it's female playing against female, but I can tell you, Deandra Dottin is like, I would put her in any men's game. Deandra Dottin, that will hit 6 out here like if going out of style.
Just the other, probably a year or two back, I say 2 years back, I went to Portland with Lenroy White, to his community.
Yeah.
And
Englishman?
Yeah, English. He has a little tournament where he gives back to his.
That one, it was out leg before. As they would say, it was a loud appeal, and the umpire raised that dreaded finger. Whenever they raise that finger, it reminds me of Steve Buckner. But that one is gone, so I lost the 4th wicket, 137 for 4, young genius, up against US Open Academy. So while they're in the 16th over, the score is 137 for 4. Rashid had been out. So one more wicket to US Academy. 137 for 4. Arav is on 39 from 33. So young genius are going good, but US Open is still trying to see if they could get them lower than the projected score.
Yes, Tucker. So back to the community where Lenroy put on like a charity event where he gives back to his community. I went over there and I was watching a game, and he has at least 2 Jamaica under 19 players in one of the teams. They're playing along with the male, actually representing their team, and they did an amazing job. It was just fun to see the females running along with the male there and playing cricket at high level. And I know one of those youngsters is actually in the Jamaica national team because Portland cricket for so many years, he brought them over, and definitely they had displayed some great cricketing skills. So it's fun to watch them in the game, and I really appreciate the team that allows both male and female to play along. If they want to play the game, allow them to play the game. It's a community event, so it was fun to just watch them representing their various communities. And hats off to Lenroy. I know a lot of people here kind of don't like his attitude at times, but he's a fun person, So big up Lenroy for giving back to your community, and this is something that he does every year. So it's an annual event. So if you guys are here in the US and you have any cricketing gears or so forth, you could call Lenroy and give it to him. Good
Wow,
catch here.
that's a good catch.
Good catch.
That's a good catch.
And that's a little guy you said he's probably still under 10 years old.
Yeah, that's a good catch there. He judged it real good, and took a well-deserved catch.
Well, you look at his teammate. They're so happy and proud of him coming over to celebrate it winning, and he make it look so easy.
Yeah. So there goes another wicket for Young Genius. They're 142 for 5. As we were talking about Lenroy English White, I just was having a little chat with his kids, and I was asking them, are you going to play cricket?
Oh, Zion?
Yeah, Zion. And Zion and Israel is the daughter's name. Yeah. So I was just chit-chatting with them, sitting in the booth, and they're talking, and they were saying, no, I'm not going to play. No, it's the ball hits too hard. I said, no, come on. It's like you come out here with your dad every week. It's like, and you come out here with a football. But sometimes you need to pick up the ball and get familiar with it and so on. And he said, no, I love football. I love soccer. And but I said, but usually you don't have to tell kids what game they should play. As long as there is 3-4 kids out there playing, they're gonna join in with them, whatever game it is. You come out here on a field like this, they'll be on the side playing, and sooner or later, it's like you can Sooner or later, it's like only to know that they're enjoying the cricket game, the cricket ball. That's how Stephen Taylor had started. The same thing with Adam Khan, my son, and so many more kids around. A lot of these young kids, they started out like that, just following their parents to the cricket field, and all of a sudden it's like they enjoy the picking up the bat. Wow, that should be a wide.
No ball.
That should be a no ball.
Upstairs.
Well, this is something that is unusual. Instead of the batter get hit, the keeper get hit. Yeah, the keeper got hit. And it's because the batter shadowed the ball. And he played it and missed. And luckily that the keeper was a little bit back, or that was a free hit. You see what just happened, Ian?
Yes.
The batter picked the ball up and gave it to
the keeper. They got no appeal, right?
Yeah. But I said that because there was an incident like that with Pakistan and Bangladesh. And they said the batter handled the ball. And they called umpire. Umpire did have to give him out. Because of course it's one of the rule of the game. It was bad for the I think it was the bowler who would appeal. No, the keeper appeal. That was real bad.
It takes away the sportsmanship of a game. I don't like those.
But again, as you said now, sportsmanship, but it's women. So while the score reached 145 for 5, we're just having fun here, and I hope you're also having some fun. The score is 146 for 5. Young Genius going up against US Open Academy. We're here at the Broward Stadium in South FLA, Lauderhill to be exact. Is Sarah, who is bowling from the southern end. That was down the leg. Umpire signals are wide, and they also they cross, so it's 2 added to the score. It's 148 for 5. They are in the 17th over. That was a good ball. That was floated.
Right in the block hole?
Yeah, that was floated, but it dips.
She's looking for the Yorker.
Yeah. The score moves up by 1. 149 for 5. 16.5 overs. Soam is on 1. Ratwick is on 4.
Well, Sarah is bowling some beauty of a delivery other than that one high ball.
Yep.
She's managing to get them right up in the block hole.
I love to watch young kids play. It's like they're not afraid to do what they saw in international games. They're not afraid to try it.
As they say, when we were younger, we were fearless. We don't even recognize the danger. So I think these kids just having the grand time of their life. Definitely, they're enjoying the game. The 150s on the board for the very first time of the tournament. You know, the young genius Cricketers Academy has managed to amass the biggest total of the day. This is 150 with still 3 overs to spare, 3 overs to go. It's a wide delivery, running down to fine leg. Should get 2
Wow,
runs
this
here.
should be a run out. Okay, now he turns around and return. I wonder where he was thinking of running. I mean,
I think he thought he probably know he would make it to the.
but luckily for him, the throw was wide. It's T-Gum is the bowler.
Keeper is impressing me. He should be catching with his hand. He's kicking with his feet. We're playing soccer or what? He thought he would go with the gloves. He went with the feet.
He'll get everything from these kids. Now, you can see them sit in the room viewing this tape later on and see him do that. It's like they'll be laughing like crazy.
Yeah, he almost kicked it to the boundaries. If there wasn't a field there. This bowler have a pretty long run up. Looks quite comfortable with it too.
Wow,
Oh,
that wicket was hit hard.
yeah, beautiful delivery there. He has a beautiful run up to the wicket. And well bowled.
That wicket was hit hard. It reminds me of when O'Shane Thomas hit Chris Gale stumps.
The light ball went off.
So it's one more wicket down for young genius. 117 for 153.46 in 17.2 overs. Young genius up against US Open Academy. Torver is the new batter. Ritwick is on 4 from 6. I guess this T-Gum had bowled 2 overs earlier, but now he's running in real hard and got some pace for his age. That one kept a little low of the ball, keeping low.
I think at the end of the day, we see we're losing a bit of the sheen, definitely. It's now getting to be more of a dust bowl.
No, that should not be a run. That should not be a run. Did the keeper just throw the ball back? Yeah.
Let's see what the
Umpire, you should send back these umpire, you should send back these players. I guess umpire think
don't
it's
have a clue what happened. So
umpire think the ball was live. Wow. Ian, this bowler is running further than you.
I told you about that.
Yeah.
But he's comfortable with it. He's having a smooth run up to the wicket.
Yeah,
That's where he gets his extra pace from. Is that momentum that he develops before delivering. Wow.
and as hard as he come in, that's how fast the batter plays it back to him. Luckily for him, he was able to off stop it. The score moves up by 1. 155 for 6. They're in the 18th over. Again, he plays it back past him, and he could have a run out, a mix up here. But
the striker was just sitting in his crease.
At the end of the 18th over, the score is 156 for 6. Young Genius. Ritwick is on 5. Arthurva is on 1. 156 for 6. Young Genius up against US Open Academy. 2 overs to go. And let's see the projected score. Yes, it's 174, and let's see if they'll be able to get that close with 2 overs to go. So from the southern end is Shurem. First ball is a single, plays in the covers. Score moves up by 1 to 157 for 6. 18.1 overs. And that could go all the way. Is there a fielder down there on the boundary? Yes, there's a fielder. They get one. They're coming back for the second, and they decide to make every drop of run they can get. They're trying to take it. Wow, that was hit back past the bowler, and he was running for cover. There's a fielder down there on the long off boundary. 161 for 6. Down to mid wicket, plays that one. They get one. They're coming back for the second. Again, the throw comes in, but the cross for very easy. 163 for 6.
I think these kids been watching the boys championship down in Jamaica. They're running
They're
for
running.
it. This end of the 19th over. They're taking every bit of.
That could go all the way. No, there's a fielder there, and again they're coming back for the second, and they make it quite comfortable.
These guys are full of energy. You let any of us in the
That's a 4-2 out the overs now.
Yep.
165 for 6.
If it was the Florida Premier League, I tell you, somebody will be breathless already.
No, they wouldn't, because they would not run so much. I can tell you that. They would not. From the second double. That's it.
These guys have doubled up basically on every ball.
The light is on, so that's a good thing. 165 for 6. Young Genius. That beats the high score so far. They're way ahead. That could be a wide, and the umpire reached out like an eagle. 166 for 6. The bowler decided that you're not gonna make another 2 off me in consecutive balls. Run out. That was an easy run out. I don't think the fielder even realize that or think that he would have hit the stumps. He just take his time and just throw it. And I could see, because it's getting dark, that stump was lit up so much. So another wicket is down, 166 for 7. Young genius. So is Ritwick is the batter that's been run out for 13. So at the end of the 19th over, the score is 167 for 6. 166 for 7. My mistake. The last over will be bowled by Yusha. At one plate in the covers, and it seems like they'll be running off every ball. Seems like it doesn't matter where it goes, they're going to run. Score moves up by 1. 167 for 7. The new batter is Aishan. That was played and it could run into the fence for 4. Yes, it runs into the fence for 4. So again, the projected score, you know, I'm looking at this and saying, cricket is cricket. But you know, after playing for so long, it's like, is it a computer that is storing this? And because they said projected score was 176. No, they're 171 in the last over. And here it is again, another 2, so it's 173. So it's like there was pretty much on point.
Yep, computer is going on point. It's just that they don't know when they're gonna get up. They get you with the trend, but if you start getting a few wickets, then that's how you kind of throw it off.
So 3 wickets, 3 balls are gone. That one plays in the covers. They get 1, and I know they'll be thinking about the second. Yes, they do think about the second, and the throw comes in, but the non-striker was home safe, and it went up to 175.
2 deliveries to go.
And he bowled him. And he bowled him. Projected score is pretty much on par. 175 for 8.
Yusha seems to be the danger here.
And he now got 3 for 27.
Yeah.
So the new batter to the crease. You got just 1 ball to face. Jay. I know Jay ain't gonna face the ball today. Aishan is on 1 from 1. And he be... No, Jay will be facing.
Yeah, Jay gets a chance to.
Aishan won't face another ball.
Have a swing here. Let's see.
So let's see what Jay will do. And it's a wide, so I think Jay decide that the bowler decide that, Jay, I'm going to let you face 2 balls. I'm going to bowl 1 wide because I want to bowl you. So you're going to try again. Let's see. Wow. That was close. That went between the pads and the stumps. So at the end of the first inning, the score is 176 for 8 Young Genius in their at 177 for 8 in their 20 overs up against US Open Academy. So the next inning will be starting in the next say about 15 minutes from now. So just stay tuned, my friends. We should be back in a short while. Again, Young Genius 177 for 8 in their 20 overs. We will be back in a short while. Just stay right where you are. Don't go nowhere. The next inning will be starting very soon. But I will be right back. And again, of course, we're here at the Broward County Stadium. This is MAQ TV. This is the US Open Championship under 19. Make that under 16. We will be right back. Stay tuned, my friends.
What? I can't tell you.
So while we're about to start the second half of this game, wow, that should be out. That should be out. Usually I don't call it like that, but this time I have to. So the first wicket, where you would call it that you would say he padded out, but yes, and it was a decent ball, and he just shoved his pads out. So Farhan is the batter. So he's gone for a golden duck. So it's no run for one wicket. The US Open Academy is replying to Young Genius, who made 178. Yursha is the next batter, is the not out batter. Can use the truck push come to shell. But yeah, we don't want it right now, but no, I'm not talking about just inside here. So while the score is now 5-1, US Open, they're chasing 177 made by Young Genius. At the crease is Isheen. Wow, that one was flicked out the pad down to mid-wicket. It's between two fielder. They cross for a single. So at the end of the first over, the score is 6-1 US. US Open Academy. Sheen is in 1. And Yusha is in 5. I must thank Ian Thomas coming out and doing some very good commentary. And I must remind you that we will be here tomorrow starting at 10 o'clock. 3 games just as today. So is the new bowler. He'll be bowling from the southern end. Yusha is in 5. Isheen is in 1. Down the leg, and it beats the keeper, and it could run away to the fence. Yes, it's going to go to the fence. No, he stopped it just inches inside. Umpire signals are wide, so they got 3 added to the score. The score moves on to 9-1. That one played back past the bowler. There's a fielder there. He's going to have a run out. And let's see. It looked like he's home, but we're still waiting on the umpire. Umpire said no. As he put that dive in, was just inches ahead of the ball hitting the stumps. UOA is a 9-1. Forget that. Yeah, I forget that I'm lying. I'm here worried about this. So while the score reached 10-1, while the score reached 15-1, UOA 15, they're chasing 177 made by Young Genius. Outside the off stump, that was a good ball. Plays and miss. Well, the keeper fumbled the ball, but luckily for the batsman, though, he didn't have a touch. That's wide, waiting for the umpire, yes. Another wide to the score. Now 16 for 1. UOA. Ishan is in 1. Yershaw is in 6. That was played down to short mid-on for no run. That's some good ball in there by Soam. Outside the off stump, kept a little low. But it's end of the over. The score is 16 for 1. UOA. So while we're waiting for the umpires to get going, you got a long off, a short, a mid off. Now the long off is coming into the 30-yard circle. Got a short mid-wicket, square leg, backward, wow, that was an in and out shot. There's a fielder there. Runs around, but they're able to cross for 2. That's a left-hander, so my square leg is now a cover point, backward point, a third man, extra cover. short mid-wicket. And I can't see if there's a man at fine leg, but it's Ishan. That one, he plays it in the short third man area, fielded straight to the fielder. No run, 18 for 1. So it's Ishan. That's a short ball, and he just turns it on the leg side. There's a fielder there, throws back into the keeper, but got a comfortable single. $19 for 1. UOA. Now in the third over. So they got a man on the deep mid-wicket boundary. In comes. There's a loud appeal. Umpire says not out. Score remains at 19 for 1. Ishan runs in from the north. And that one was played in the covers. There's a fielder there. He fumbles and they get one. And they... I'm trying to see what happens there. Did they just... The score moves to... Did they just take a single? I guess so. So the score is 20 for 1. So it's the left-hander, Usha. And that one, he plays it back to the bowler. He should be a catch, but he get a finger to it. It was backed up by the short mid-off. It's the end of the third over. The score is 20 for 1. UAO. That one down the leg, and it should have run away the fence. It won't be able to catch it. Run in the fence for 4. So it's a wide signal by the umpire. for this. That was a good catch. As I said, catches win matches, and that one surely will put a dent into UAO batting. They are now 25-4-2. YGCA would made 177 for 8. US opener chasing their 25-4-2. The batter just out is Ishan. It's out for 2. 2 from 7 balls.
Radio check.
Again, we're waiting on the umpire to get things together. That should go to the fence. Yes, they won't catch that. It just placed between the short third man and the backward point. And it runs away to the fence for 4. Tigam is the new batter. He's off the mark. First ball with a 4. Soham is the bowler. He's bowling his second over. 1 for 19. The score is 29-4-2 while they're in the 4th over. That one he plays it in the covers. There's a fielder there. No run. All right, come on in. Tomorrow. 29-4-2. So in, and that was played in the covers. There's a fielder there. He just off stopped it, but they crossed for an easy single and they were able to retrieve that ball. Score moves to 30-4-2. So Yusha is as he looked around, the left-hander, and that one he plays and miss outside the off stump, went through to the keeper, from the keeper to the cover fielder, from the cover fielder to the bowler. 34-2 UOA. Yusha is in 9. Tigam is in 5. As Soham runs in from the south, and that one he plays it defensively forward. It will run out in the covers. No run. It's the end of the 4th over. The score is 34-2 UOA. They are chasing 177 made by Young Genius. And I must remind you that we are here at the Broward County Stadium. Beautiful stadium here in South Florida. Lauderhill to be exact. And we're coming to you by MAQ TV. So funny, you know, this light is there and I could remember I'm home working and I go out to get light, you know. Yeah. I went out and get light. Even my phone at first, I started to use my phone. I didn't remember nothing about it. It's a change of bowling. That one was clipped on the down to fine leg. There's a fielder chasing. Yes, they picked it up just inside the boundary and they were able to cross 4-2. Score moves to 32-4-2. Tigam moves to 7 from 5. Usher is a 9 from 12. 32-4-2. UOA. A Trover in from the north. Bowling to Tigam. That one was played in the covers. And you could see there's a fielder there. It had 4 written all over it, but the fielder decided no, not this time. And they were only able to get just a single. As the score moves to 33-4-2. That was a good ball, plays in the covers. There's a fielder there, shies at the stump. It went through the keeper, but it was backed up very comfortable. They cross. They did not cross at all. They were thinking about it, but then go against it. 33-4-2. So at the end of the 5th over, the score is 33-4-2. They just got 3 out of that over, so it was a very good over for a Trover. US Open still needed another 145 more runs or 15 overs. 90 balls from 145 runs with 8 wickets remaining. slow. So the new bowler is Aditya. He's bowling his first over from the southern end. (33-4-2) US Open Academy. That one plays in the covers. There's a fielder there who stopped it and shies at the stump, but the batter was home. Score moves up by 1. So you got a second slip. You got a fine leg. Plays and misses, allowed appeal for a caught behind. Umpire says not out. Got a backward point. You got extra cover. Mid on, mid off. Deep mid wicket. And that one he could be out. Let's see, the fielder will get on it. No, he spilled it. It went in and out. He get to the ball, but he couldn't hold on. Score moves up by 1 because they had crossed. 35-4-2. That one he plays it on the onside. There's a fielder there who rushed in. And just take his time and just throw it over the keeper's head. Score remains on 35-4-2. That one played square of the wicket. There's a fielder there. Fumbles just a little, but lucky for him, there was another fielder who comes around and save any run that was possible. Required run rate is 10.09. And the current run rate is 6.0. It's the end of the 6th over. The score is 36-4-2. 36-4-2 US Open Academy. They're chasing 177 made by Young Genius. Again, this is MAQ TV. The US Open National Youth Championship. Under 16. Well, I would say under 16 and under 13. Young Genius going up against the US Open Academy. like to see how much watching and stuff like that. Okay. Send it out to some people. So while the score reached 44-42, 45-42 at the end of 7 overs. US Open Academy, they're chasing 177 made by Young Genius. Tigam is in 16. Shaw is in 12. 12 from 18. And Tigam is in 6 from 15. 45-42 US Open Academy. Required rate is 10.23. The run rate at the moment is 6.43, is going up just a little. That should be a wide, but no, the batsman plays that in the covers. And it was very well fielded. They were able to cross for just a single. So while they'll be making some changes for the field, I think they're a little confused at the moment. I was wondering if the bowler is asking for a leg slip instead of a second slip. That was a good ball. Batsman plays it back to the bowler. You got a second slip, you got a backward point, a cover point, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on. That one he plays it in the covers, and a fielder is there, no run. They got a deep mid-wicket. The bowler is Adati. So he just makes some changes. That second slip now moves to short third man. They're on a 30 yards line as he run into bowled. And that one was played down to cow corner, but there's a fielder there. Send a bullet back in. They cross for just a single. That was a long single. 47-42. They're on the 8th over. Well, this time he will be using a leg slip. And he plays that one back to the bowler. That was a good ball. It's pretty much in the black hole. He could have gone with it, but he decided to play it back to the bowler. 49-42. Tigam is on 18. Shaw is on 13 from 19. Again, he's bringing the short mid wicket just around. And that he plays and get a bottom edge. Went out to short mid wicket, no run. 49-42. That one he plays it in the covers. There's a fielder there who is doing the sweeping. He picks up a single. And I think the bowler don't mind those singles at the end of the 8th over. The score is 50-2. So it's a change of bowling from the northern end. It will be Jay bowling his first over. As the score is 54-2, starting the 9th over. Bowling to U Sharp. That one plays in the covers. Straight to the fielder. That was a good shot, but it was right to the fielder. That reminds me of Marlon Samuels playing a very good shot to the fielder. That one again, it was a good shot, and it's again to the fielder. Shies at the stump because he was about to take off for a single, but he was back home safe. In that one, he just decided to run it off the bat down to third man. They get one. They're coming back for the second. He got to make it fast, and he dives in, and it was a little too late. Of course, that would need a direct hit. So he make it home. 52-42. US Open Academy. You do more talking as an umpire than we officiate the game. No, I just turned it off. Yeah, You hear it? True. What? Pick it up. That was a loud appeal. An umpire says that's out. The batsmen stand and in disbelief. So the score is now 52 for 3. So the new batter to the crease is Iron. That one was played in the covers. No run.
Still here, loud and clear.
No run.
Hey, batsman outside. A quick drink after the next over, but please run it in. It's only 2-3 minutes break.
But Neil is the new bowler. Will be bowling from the southern end. 52-for-3. That one was played down to wide long on. There's a fielder there, but they were able to cross for a comfortable single. As Tigam moves to 19 from 20. Score is 53-for-3 while they're in the 10th over. Neil is the bowler. He had really bowled one ball, but it seems like he's having some issues. You got a second slip, you got a backward point, a cover point. That one was played down to short, mid-off. No run. Seems like the runs have been dried up. US Open Academy, 53-for-2. Neil is in to bowl to Iron. Iron plays and miss outside the off stump. I think Tigam need to come and have a chat with him, just reminding him to play straight. He's playing across the line, but luckily for him, Neil is not bowling wicket to wicket. That one again, he hit it down to mid-off. It shies at the stump. I think they threw it to the wrong stump, the wrong end. The score moves up by 1.
Drinks ready. 1 ball to go. Get the drinks ready.
9.5 overs. 1 ball before the water break. That one was played, get an inside edge, and it's the end of the over, and it's there should be the water break coming up. And they'll take another couple of minutes. 54-for-3, US Open Academy. They're chasing 177 made by YM. That Y, Young Genius. We will be back after the drink break.
Second ball.
T-Gam is on 28. Kevin is on 1. There's a loud appeal for a leg before umpire says not out. Score remains at 71-46. That was played down to backward square leg. They cross for a single. It seems like T-Gam is the batter that need to take US over the hump. That was played down to backward square leg 4-4 as he moves on to 32 and the score to 75-46.
You can trust me, bro.
What if I keep my pants down? What if I just keep my
I'm not getting you down now. I'm not getting you. You gotta run high. There's a guy behind me.
He doesn't have a catch anymore. He literally plays basketball.
Where Jonathan, look. This will be the most horrible moment of all time.
The score is now 84-6. End of 15 over. We just started the 16th over. US Open Academy. They're chasing 177 made by Young Genius. Could have a run out here. Yes, sounds run out. It's a yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And at the end, both of them, they could have thrown it to the other end and also it would be run out. Luckily for cricket, it's only, there's no double play. So, US Open are now 81-7. Still got another 97 more runs needed from 4.5 overs with 4 wickets in hand, 3 wickets in hand. The required run rate is now up to 20.07. The current run rate is 5.28. So they are way behind. As they would say, they are looking down in the nozzle. That was hit over the covers. It should run away to the boundary for 4. You won't catch it. It's in defense for 4. So Tigam moves on to 37. And the score to 85. 85 for 7. And here it is. That was okay. That Tigam was not the batter. Baz was the batter. He hit the 4 and then he tried to do the switch hit and got a thin hedge and was caught by the keeper. So the score is now 85 for 8. US Open Academy. So they're getting deeper and deeper. They are sinking deep. Young Genius who had made 177 for 8. Position is 85. .5 overs. That one plays in the covers. Fielded, no run. It's the end of the 16th over. The score is US Open Academies 85 for 8. Tigam is still there. Shad Raim is the new batter. Jay is the new bowler from the northern end. Into bowl to Tigam, that plays in the covers. That's good feeling there in the covers, no run. And he's out. All 3 stumps lit up. So with 9 wickets down, Tigam has just lost his wicket. Was bowled. The new batter to the crease is Wally Khan. He's the last man standing, as they would say. Wow, that's a full ball and he's out leg before. That was as plumb as you're gonna get. So US Open has been all out for 85 for 10. So it's the end of the game. And that will be it for tomorrow. Young Genius had won by 92 runs. I must say thanks again for everyone for watching. This is the MAQ TV, and of course this is a US Open under 16 and 13 championship game. We will be back tomorrow at 10 o'clock for the continuation until Sunday. Again, thank you all. I must also thank Ian Thomas for stopping by. Paul Mowat is the big engineer who is here, and yours truly. Until then, my friends, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night and be good. Stay safe. Bless. I'm gone.